Ian Harrison, KTM, Red Bull KTM team manager. This is what it's all about. Anaheim 1, first race of 2024. What's it like from your perspective? Big new signing, Chase Sexton, the number 1 plate. Do you get nervous for the opener?
Yeah, I absolutely get nervous. Every year you want to do your best. You know, you feel like you got a lot on your shoulders with the whole company, all, you know, wanting you to do great with a new rider or a great rider. And but I'm happy to have Chase. He has the speed. He's going to do really, really well. Actually, my whole team's had a good off season, especially Aaron. This is the third year with us, so he's been really good too. And I'm excited to get going. You know, I want to see how we stack up tomorrow night. On that podium inside there, you saw, I think there were 15 riders. Every single one of them has a title. So, I mean, it's impressive, and the field's stacked. And so, yeah, we're going to have to see how it plays out.
So there were rumours Chase was struggling to get his, I guess, footing on the KTM. Are you saying that he's ready to go now with these 3 months he's had testing?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you start off and they love it because it's all different, and then there's things that they start to want to tweak, and you change that and it affects something else, and then you change that and it affects something else, and before you know it, you're kind of in an area where it's a grey area and they're not quite sure, and you got to backtrack a little bit. But this is pretty common, and so we work through those things, and I think in the end he's at a place where he also wants to see where we're at now. You know, are we perfect? Never, but we'll keep grinding.
And regarding the signing of him, this is obviously a long-term signing. It's not all going to be about tonight or even this year. He's probably going to be Jet Lawrence's biggest competition, and I think mentally he suits you, Pitt Barr, Roger Coster very well. His mentality, his aggression, his motivation.
Yeah, you know, of course you can see these riders coming up as they come through the lights ranks, and you can see who's got huge potential. And of course, Jet is going to be a phenomenal rider. He's already proved that. I'm interested to see how tomorrow night's going to go for him too. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be awesome. And Chase has now won this title. This is his 4th year going in. He knows a lot of things that Jet doesn't. He knows about how to manage the thing all 17 rounds. And the challenges that come with that, and the practice all the time. So I think he's in a good spot, and as long as he's happy with his bike and things go well, we should be okay.
So he's not training with Alden Becker. I don't think Tom is either. Is that, if you softened that sort of now, then the riders have to go with him?
Yes.
Or if the results don't go well, are you like, give Alden a call?
I most probably would bring that up again, but you know, he's a proven champion, so you can't really discredit what he did. It must work. He got to the finish line. He held the trophy at the end. So yeah, we're willing to let people, you know, keep it, or let him keep his program and see how it goes. You know, bar that, we do have a first-class facility in Florida, and I am absolutely positive that it would be a great place for anybody. So we'll see how things shake out.
Just on Tom, we saw his performance at Ernie at the Nations, and that was how I saw him ride for the last 2 or 3 years in GPs. Do you think next year that Tom Vialle will be the Americanized version of Tom Vialle? His GP speed will be there, especially outdoors, I guess?
I sure hope so. I was just like you. I was so impressed with him at the Motocross of Nations in Ernie. He rode phenomenally. He handled the pressure well, you know, with his massive crowd on hand there. And all those things are, you know, they play a big part into a race day. And it showed me a different side of him, you know. But it's a massive challenge moving to another country and competing in anything you do, whether it would be swimming, rugby, anything. So it takes time, and the second year absolutely is going to be a little bit easier, you know, but it's the same thing with him. You have to see how things shake up when we get to the first race on the East Coast, which is not that long away. You know, Detroit will be his first round, but as of now, I would say he's made a nice improvement on the 250 side. We really made leaps and bounds on the engine, which was an area we needed to. And I feel like the bike is very competitive, and it's been a few years since we were super competitive in the lights class, and our goal is to get back there.
Don't mention the rugby because South Africa won it and we beat you in the group stages and we're not good with that at the minute.
Yeah, the Irish, they were on it. We got a little lucky there at the end, but you know, rugby is a tough sport, eh?
It's brutal, yeah.
Same as this.
Yeah, it's very similar. So I had a videotape of 92 125 World Championship, and Greg Albertine crashed in one of the first corners in Spain or Portugal, and you were out waving, trying to get him back on. At that point in your career, did you ever dream you'd be a 3-time world champion mechanic, move over to America and do everything you've done here, and now team manager of Red Bull KTM?
Man, that seems like a lifetime ago. No, but when I was a kid, I just remember from young, I used to always go. We had a store that sold magazines and stuff in South Africa. It was called the CNA, and I'd always go grab the mags, and I'd pull out. You know, generally they had the centerfold was a picture of a works bike or Johnny O'Mara jumping or something, and I had those things plastered all over my room. And I used to think, I wonder how I could ever get there. And yeah, just amazing. You know, I'm just blessed to be here and to have the opportunity to be in charge or to run the Red Bull team with a great group of people is a blessing in my life. I'm truly blessed.
And you had a big rivalry with Greg, had a big rivalry with Stefan Everts. And Motocross the Nations, you were helping Liam. It's pretty weird that's come full circle. You're now all on the same side.
Yeah. In my early days, you know, when you're a mechanic for a rider, it was like just you and him with the team.
Yeah.
It was a lot different to how it is today. And Stefan, man, he was a thorn in our side. He was a tough competitor. So, but to see his son and also to know the family history there, you know, with Harry Everts and then Stefan Everts and now Liam, that's impressive.
And just for Liam to cope with all that and still achieve what he's achieved already is pretty impressive.
No, he's achieved more than anyone could imagine. I would guess, you know, because like you said, there's heavy weight, but you got to look at his results and him. He's done outstanding. You know, he rode. I watched him there at the Motocross of Nations ride that 350, and I was impressed.
Yeah,
he's a great rider.
Forgot to ask you earlier, Julian Boomer, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for him? He's West Coast here on the 250. Apparently he's been going pretty good, but what from your side do you see in him?
I'm really excited. He is one of those young kids that pops up every now and again on the radar, and luckily a bunch of other teams missed him and we were able to grab him, and I think he's going to be great. He's a hard worker. He loves life. He enjoys riding his motorcycle. He has a super talent, and you know, is he going to throw it away in a corner here or there? Absolutely. But I think he's going to impress a lot of people. He's ready to go. He's going to be good.
Brilliant. Thank you and nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're welcome.